In the heart of the city, there lay an old, abandoned tunnel, a relic from a time long forgotten. Growing up, I had always heard the stories, the whispers among the townfolk about the strange occurrences and eerie sounds that emanated from the darkness within. But like most urban legends, these tales were often dismissed as mere fabrications meant to thrill and frighten. One summer evening, driven by a mix of curiosity and a yearning for adventure, I decided to explore the tunnel. Equipped with a flashlight and a sense of determination, I made my way to the entrance, a gaping maw in the side of a long-forgotten railway station. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and something else, something that sent a shiver down my spine. Stepping into the tunnel, I felt the temperature drop noticeably. The light from my flashlight cut through the darkness, illuminating the crumbling walls and the tracks that had long ceased to carry any train. As I ventured deeper, the sound of my footsteps echoed ominously, creating a symphony of dread that reverberated off the walls. The tunnel seemed endless, a labyrinth of shadows and forgotten memories. As I continued to walk, I noticed strange markings on the walls, symbols that seemed to pulse with an eerie glow. I couldn't decipher their meaning, but they filled me with an inexplicable sense of unease. Suddenly, a cold breeze swept through the tunnel, carrying with it a whisper, a faint voice that seemed to call my name. I stopped in my tracks, my heart pounding in my chest. I turned around, shining my flashlight in all directions, but saw nothing but the empty tunnel stretching into darkness. Determined to uncover the source of the voice, I pressed on. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, and I could feel a presence lurking just beyond the edge of the light. My mind raced with thoughts of ghosts and spirits, of the souls of those who had perished in the tunnel's construction, or met untimely ends within its depths. Hours seemed to pass as I wandered deeper into the tunnel. The symbols on the walls grew more frequent, their glow more intense. The whispers had become a cacophony of voices, each one more desperate than the last. I began to feel disoriented, as if the tunnel itself were shifting and changing around me. Just as I was about to turn back, I stumbled upon a chamber, a wide open space hidden deep within the tunnel. In the center of the chamber stood an ancient altar, covered in dust and cobwebs. The symbols from the walls were etched into its surface, and a faint, eerie light seemed to emanate from it. As I approached the altar, the whispers grew louder, more frantic. I reached out to touch the surface, and the moment my fingers made contact, a blinding light filled the chamber. I was thrown backward, my flashlight clattering to the ground and extinguishing, leaving me in total darkness. For a moment, I lay there, stunned and disoriented. When I finally managed to sit up, I saw that the chamber was now bathed in a ghostly light. Shadows flickered on the walls, and the air was filled with a chorus of voices, each one telling a story of pain and suffering, of lives lost and dreams shattered. In that moment, I realized the truth about the tunnel. It was not just an abandoned relic of the past. It was a gateway, a bridge between the world of the living and the realm of the dead. The souls trapped within its walls were reaching out, desperate for release, for someone to hear their stories and help them find peace. Determined to uncover the truth, I began to explore the chamber, my eyes adjusting to the eerie light. I found remnants of lives long past, a child's toy, a locket with a faded photograph, letters written in a language I couldn't understand. Each item told a story, each one a piece of the puzzle. As the night wore on, I felt a strange connection to the souls in the tunnel. Their stories became clearer, their voices more distinct. I could feel their emotions, their sorrow and longing, and in that moment, I made a promise to them. I would tell their stories. I would ensure that they were not forgotten. With newfound determination, I gathered what I could and made my way back to the entrance of the tunnel. The whispers began to fade, replaced by a sense of calm, a sense that I had taken the first step toward helping these lost souls find peace. Emerging into the light of dawn, I looked back at the tunnel, now just a dark void against the morning sky. I knew that my journey was far from over, that there were still many stories to uncover, many souls to help, but I felt a sense of purpose, a sense that I had found my calling. And so, I began my work, delving into the history of the tunnel, piecing together the stories of those who had perished within its depths. With each story I uncovered, I felt a sense of fulfillment, knowing that I was helping to bring closure to those who had been lost for so long. The tunnel had become a part of me, a part of my story, and though the journey was fraught with danger and uncertainty, I knew that I would continue to explore its depths, to uncover its secrets, and to give a voice to those who had been silenced for far too long.